As union members, we want to command the best wages in the industry to ensure we are getting our fair share of the profits earned by our signatory IBEW contractors. However, the ability for our contractors to earn profit is directly related to their competition. The more competition our IBEW contractors face from non-union and CLAC contractors, the more the customer will put pressure on our contractors to reduce their profit margins to compete with the prices of their competitors. When we talk about organizing, we ultimately talk about market share or union density. One of the most common ways to measure union density is to determine the percentage of hours worked by union members over those worked by non-union members. It should come as no surprise to anyone that our union density, that is to say, the percentage of union hours in the industry, is eroding. If you are lucky enough to be working full-time right now, why should you be concerned with our union density? The reason is quite simple. A decrease in union density means that we have less influence on what the acceptable charge-out rate for an electrician is in our area. In the union environment, we collectively bargain with our IBEW contractors to determine the wage rate that our members will be paid for their skills to perform work in the electrical sector. Our contractors then have to turn to the private and public sector customers and sell a service to them. However, unless the private or public sector customers are legally obligated to only use unionized labor, they are also very likely to request prices from non-union and CLAC contractors. Now, I believe that our contractors have a distinct advantage to offer to their private and public sector customers. Our members provide exceptional skill and quality and have the highest safety standards. However, all of these criteria have a unique dollar value assigned to them by each customer, and they can only be upsold so much. Think about it this way for a second. How much could the beer store increase the price of your favorite brand of beer before you decided to drink a cheaper alternative? And what if you try that cheaper alternative and you find out that the difference between that cheaper brand and your favorite brand isn't significant enough to warrant the additional cost? How likely are you to go back to buying your favorite brand? And even if your favorite brand realizes they are losing customers and decide to decrease their price, how much would they have to lower their price now to get you to come back and buy their product again? If you are like most consumers, you would probably expect them to lower their price down to at least the same as what you are now paying for the alternative. This is what is happening to many of the long-standing customers who use union contractors. Ask yourself, how many customers can you think of that always used union contractors, but you are now starting to see them bring in non-union or CLAC contractors to do their work instead? Now we can slow the erosion of our loyal customer base by deploying our market recovery funds. But that is only a short-term solution, and we won't be able to offer those concessions forever. The long-term solution must be to organize these non-union and CLAC contractors and elevate their wages. Let me be perfectly clear. I am opposed to any policy in which we bring in members but do not remove our competition's ability to sell their services at rates below ours. Open doors will only increase our membership and will not increase the employment opportunities we can offer to those members. We must organize with the focus on the contractor and raising the wages and conditions for all electricians throughout our industry. As your next business manager, I promise to work at raising these wages and working conditions for all electricians and establish the organizing objectives for this local, and I ask for your support.